Hello, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depends on where you're watching from. Hello, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depends on where you are watching from, guys. So I just want some people to join the room for so that I can continue the so-called live video. Hello, guys. Yeah, if you're online this afternoon, we're about to start now. I know people might be there, but I want to say something hard from the. I'm sorry. Let me just leave, start some certain things I have to share. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Hello, everyone. It's me, Tony. Today, I came to also teach a little bit lesson. Like as you already know, my name is Tony, and I'm probably from Vienna, originally from Nigeria. But what do I have to teach? What did I have to share today? It's about language. I'm coming, guys. Just a minute. It's about Edo language. So, what is it about this Edo? And before you talk about people language, it's also good to know the kind of people you are talking about. So, in this moment, it's also good to try to introduce or to have a brief of history of the people so that you can where you can really know who I'm going to talk about now. This is Edo language, ordinary greetings. You know, Edo language, ordinary greetings. Who are those Edo people? Edo people is located in the southern part of Nigeria. It is called Nigeria today. Their previous name was called Igodomigodo. No, the previous first name was called Idu. From there, changed to Igodomigodo. Become Ibinu, become Benin. After the old state become Edo State. So today, we are going to talk about this 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 video today. So I'm going to tell you something about their language, how they speak, how their culture looks like, and how people view them. So something like that. But normally it's something about their language I'm going to speak of particularly. So guys, today we know that Edo is in the southern part of Nigeria, but they were in their own, they have their own kingdom before, even before BC. But uh, it's not my concern. What I'm concerned about is about the Edo language that I'm bringing on today for you to really see what I'm trying to bring out. So why am I doing this live video? You know, You know, probably some people would like to say is they don't use it in Edo anymore, or people don't use that language anymore. But basically, this language is very important, mostly for any Edo uh, child. Like for example, if you are from Edo, or if your ancestor is from Edo, or maybe you were born abroad, or maybe you are not in that country anymore. Sometimes you may have children outside your country. You may not be there anymore. But can you imagine that those children, if they don't speak their language, they are going to lose their culture. So they're going to lose their culture automatically. That is why it's really important for me to teach this Edo. So I normally teach pidgin English, but today I'm bringing this Edo in because some people doesn't know how to even greet in their language. So it's really chaotic, let me say use that word. Because if you cannot greet in your language, it doesn't really show the kind of person you are. It doesn't show where you belong. But at this time this time of the day, we all know where we come from. So really, because I'm going to use this video to help mostly people that live in diaspora. Like for Edo generally, it's exceeding 10,000, 10 million now. Because the ones that live in abroad is about the one that lives in diaspora is about almost 5 million populations, and the one that 5 million populations, while the one that lives in Nigeria is above 5 million. So, guys, what do I have today? What do I have to share is just someone greeting. How are you? How are you doing? In Edo language. So, guys, stay tuned to what I'm trying to teach. Try to be careful. Try to listen carefully because I know that sometimes some words are really difficult for you to understand, but don't worry, you'll get along with it. For example, if you don't have, if you, for example, if you have any questions, you can definitely tell me. Just try to tell me what you know that I can figure out, what I know that I can teach you about the Edo. If you have a comment, just comment on the comment section. If you are just coming in, if you are not subscribed before, try to subscribe as well. So it's very important for everyone to get along. If you are from this place, Edo or Nigeria, if you want also to learn some words in Edo, this is how to say it. If you are not also a Nigerian or you are not from Edo, it's also good to learn something from each language. For me, I learned something from about the local language you speak in Nigeria, about almost 5 languages. I learned that. Not that it's too special, but just to have uh, your own language, just to know how to greet, to know how to express yourself. Those are really important in basic life today. So, guys, let's go in. The first one here is Edo language, ordinary greetings. You see, ordinary greetings. Those here are the plurals. So this one is the normal ones. So let's go. Say hello. If you want to say hello in Benin, is koyo or call. You say koyo or call. That is how you normally say it. So, but if you want to greet an elder, maybe you want to say hello to an elder, maybe what do we call an elder? You will someone that's senior, even your senior brother, that's senior you with about 5 years, 6 years, you know, something like that. But elders may not from 50, but your elderly one, maybe the one that's senior you or is above you in age. So you can just say, hello, it's Domo, Ipadomo or Domosa, depends. These days they normally use English words in their in every communications in Nigeria. So this one is good morning. Good morning means Obo where Obo where. You see, or this we have after I finish this video, I will also teach the ABC. The ABC, so that you can get along with the ABC to know how where it belongs. Let me first of all describe it for you first. Here we have all. It's not O. All have something on the down. You can say it here. You can see it here. All those issues, this one is pronounced as all. All. Why this one is pronounced as O? O. So, you say, all go where is good morning. Why this one here is good afternoon. It's Oba van. Oba van. I know it's somehow strange to you, but for me, it's normal. It's just like it's my first language. So I don't need it's my mother tongue. I don't need to complicate myself. I just say Obavan. What about this? Good evening. Good evening. This is Obuta. Obuta. See? Obuta. Don't forget this all. Because it's Buta. Obuta. It sounds amazing, right? What about this? Good night. Good night. It's like where, where, where. You see? Where. What about this one here? Welcome. It's Obohian. Obohian. That is welcome, guys. If you want to say welcome, it's Obohian. Obohian. You see? What about goodbye? Ohien. Lara. Zebe. But you can also say it like this. Ohien. Zebe. You will start saying this one. But the full words, if you want to say it, is Ohien. Lara. Zebe. But the shortest verse is Ohien. Azebe. Ohien. Azebe. Hmm? What about the sign here? It's the plural form of the word. For example, you want to say hello like this. You say wakoyo, wakoyo. But if another person want to say tell you is wako. If you want to say wako, you say wakoyo. But if another person want to tell you this, you say wado. You see wado, wado. Hmm? What about this? He said, Wadomo. You see, this is plural form. Wadomo. Wadomo. Just like I greet you, the elders. You know, in Africa, respect is our priority. It's just to respect each and every one, even though you senior you with a year or 2 years. If you know it's your senior, you just respect. So that is how it is in where I come from. Okay. For example, you said good morning, said wabo where that wa means you in plural form, just like you guys, you people, you know. Wabo where good afternoon is wabavan in plural form. Good afternoon, everyone. Is wabo wa obavan wa obavan. Is in obavan. Or you can say wa obavan wa obavan. But obavan, that is the main word. Wabota. Hmm? Bo, wa obota, meaning good evening everyone. Maybe good evening everyone. That is wa bota. What about this? Good night. Wa hino where wa hino where. You see? Wa hino where. What about this? Is wa is that is welcome. In single, I will say obo here, meaning wa obo here or wa bo here, depends. What about this one? Goodbye. In plural form says wa here as you can also say wa here wa raze but in the shorter form, the shorter version is wa here as you see, I know it's not too difficult. It's not too uh, uh, it's not too easy as well. But I know, as for me, it's very easy. It's something that it's just like the easiest thing I could ever say because I can able to speak it more than English. So so guys, in case maybe you have a child or a junior, a younger person that cannot speak your language or that cannot say anything in your adult language, I think this is an opportunity for you to also learn something and teach the child how to write it down, not just how to speak it alone, but how to write it down. Sometimes we do say we don't understand our language. It's very difficult. We complain about, but everything is in our hands. We can change everything. We form our system of teaching our children. So it's not just for children, it's for us adults as well. So for me, for you to know where you come from, is for you to be able to speak your language. If I can speak my language, basically people will not ask me, where are you from? Because once you are in that place, you speak the language, they will ask you where are you from. Maybe if you go there, you speak English, normally everybody to speak English. For me, I also speak English with my family. Mostly, for example, pidgin English. You know, pidgin English is originated from that area. So that is why even people in this time of the day, they don't want to learn their native language. But believe me, some younger people speak it more better than the adults. But this one is for us, maybe people that live in the diaspora. Let me show you the culture. I've told you how to speak the language if you want to greet. But in this case, if you say hello, feels like this. Wakuyo or Wakuyo. You understand me? Wakuyo or Wado. That is another person. So, Wado, you see? Wakuyo, Wado. Uh-huh. Like that. Iriono, yeah, as well. I speak the language. So I was saying, if you see another person, you have to portray it a little bit. If it is not your parents, you have to portray just like Domosa. You know, you see what I'm saying? Domosa. It's just kind of respect. You will just say something like that. Domosa or do ipa domo. But normally for me, sometimes we don't use language like domosa. Domosa is not in the English. So ipa is just something that is something that is a little bit advanced. Ipa domo, not not other person, but somebody that is a little bit advanced, even more than you, or even up to your father's age, depends, but you have to portray it a little bit when you see the person say Domosa or Ipadomo, Kroye Domo, like that. This Domo can be used in both, well, female or male. You can use it in both. It doesn't matter how to be just a male, but some people mostly use it in male, but it's useful for also female because female also need this kind of domo, 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 domoma, domo. Ipadomo. You can use, if you know how to speak this language, you will know how to use it. But the fact that this obo wear is for your age mates. You know, obo wear. If you say obo wear, but it's not a good morning, but it's for your age mates. Maybe somebody that's maybe age mate or he used a year or 2 years to senior you. But if it doesn't if it's senior you more than 5 years, we're going to say anytime we're going to say something like this. Domo. You don't need to say obo wear, obaba, obota. This one is from maybe 5 years range advanced more than you. 5 years range between your age, you can still use this word. You see, this word that is said for you, this story. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. But I'm just teaching their culture, but it doesn't really matter these days. But that is how it is done. For me, if I go to my senior brother or my elder sister, I used to go like this. Even though I want to talk to my brother, my immediate brother, the one to senior me, I have to say, Dormo, Dormo, a Padomo. I used to call him just to give him the respect. Because some many people feel good giving someone respect. But for me, it's normal, it's how I was brought up with. So I think it's also good to respect people. People will also respect you as well. If you feel like you don't respect people, don't forget that anything you want to do, you want people to do to you, you have to also do to them. It's life as so I respect people, people that also see me, I respect them. Their brother or their younger ones who also see me, I respect me. So that is how life goes. We don't need to say, oh, forget it. No, we don't do like this. Just recognize person and greet it. And most importantly, we do greet every person. If somebody for greet somebody doesn't answer you, it seems like it's feeling of pride. You feel like that you are too small, he doesn't recognize you. Then hatred can come up from there. So that is why it's good for us for we if someone greets us or if someone uh, just say hello to us, we do respond immediately. There's no need of neglecting the person because we do view all people to be the same. We don't like those people that come from Edo, they don't like oppression. So they don't like if you said you know too much, if you said you want to become everything in this world, they don't agree with it. So this people, this language is not just for the names. I know some other people that came from Edo State because Edo State have a lot of language. They have up to about 6 to 7 language, but this one that teaching you now is about 51% of the population that lives in Muslim people that lives in the Uber areas. Maybe 51% of the people that lives in the mostly Uber area of the city. That is the people that call Edo language. But I think that every one of them also understands some words in Edo. So as I'm sharing this Edo, I'm not going to share Edo alone. Maybe when time comes, I'll also share some parts of similarity between Edo, Urobo, Isham, and many things. I've not teach about something like language, about the how to count 1, 2, 3, how to say something. But stay tuned. I'm going to teach. After this, I'm going to play the ball and teach something like ABCD because then you can see all those plays clear, all those dots that you see here, all those things that you see here. Why is they written like that? And I will also show you some how this works, how we normally say something that that are combined together. So guys, let me go again. Hello, koyo or call. Eh? Hello, hello, domo. Good morning. Obo, good afternoon. Oba. You see, Obo, this is Obo, this is Oba. This one, this one is O. If you see dot here, it's all. not O anymore. Good evening is Obuta. Good night is Ohiuwe. Good night, Ohiuwe. Welcome, Obukia. There's a lot of obus in the words. So, goodbye is Ohie Warazeme. But in a shorter form, you can say Ohie Azeme. Ohie you see, guys, what about the plural form is Wako yo, but another person want to break everybody's Wado, Wado Medina, something like that. But I don't know understand what not everybody understand what I'm saying, like Wado Medina. Hello everyone here, something like that. Or hello everyone out there. So that is Wado Medina. It's like Wa no more means a lot of others. They're together. I say Wadomo. This one is Wabo Weird. This is the plural form. Like good morning, guys. Good morning, everyone. Wabobavan, meaning good afternoon, everyone, or good afternoon, guys. Wabota. Obota. This is Obota. This is also good night. Wa here where this welcome Obokia is Wabokia. Welcome, Wabokia. Wa here as stay tuned, guys. I'm going to claim it now and teach you about the ABCD and also how every word is also written. Don't worry, guys. I'm coming. Just give me a minute. Okay. Okay. Still on 1 minute. Yes. Finally arrived again. So I'm sorry for going out on him. So I've claimed now. I will say that to wait if the report will dry. I don't think that one will be possible, or I should wait a little bit so we can have a little bit conversation. Just like I said before, and this I'm going to teach next time about how to describe body, like head, ears, nose, come, go, other stuff. So I'm going to teach that one as well. So today I'm just the next one I'm going to teach now is about how to say ABCs in Edo language. So some people it's difficult for them to pronounce some words. If you have the ABCD, you know how to say it. I believe it will be easier for you to pronounce the word. Very easy. So I think it's something very compulsory that we all have to learn and that we all have to use to and we all have to continue saying in our daily basis so that we will get used to the language. So I'm from Edo, Edo, Haiti, Edo Sicily. Okay, let's go. There, guys. Let me start from here. A, B, C, D, A, R, B, D, E, F. This one is pronounced as F. Correct. Then R, B, D, R. No, I'm sorry. Make a mistake here. They don't have C. That's where I made a mistake. We don't have C. We don't have C. The things we pronounce as C is also different. So first R, B, D, A, N, R, B, D, A, N, P, P, A, N, R, B, D, A, N, mm, 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 sorry guys. R, B, D, A, N, mm, mm, you see, I know for you is you can say it in English, but for we it's very short. But like this, I was saying R, B, D. You see, you don't have A, B, C. No, we have RBD. We do call it RBD, not A, B, C. RBD. So guys, let's go. R, B, D, A, this is F. There is dot on the ground. P, G, R, D, K, L, M, N, O, or P, ri, si, ti, wu, vi, wi, yi, zi. A, B, D, A, F, I, G, M, L, K, L, M, N, O, O, P, R, C, T, W, U, W, V, Z, Z. So it is very easy. We use it to sing those days. Who taught me about this schedule? It's my mom, though my mom is late now. So it's my mom. It was an Edo teacher. He used to teach us Edo language a lot, a lot, a lot. That is why all those things still remains in my brain. So even though when I sing Edo, I'm sleepy. I was like, oh, Edo. So this greeting is called O. This greeting is called Otue Edo. Edo greetings. That's greetings. Before the one the past one, greatest is Otoy, but this one is ABC, ABD. We call it ABD, not ABC. We call it ABD. ABD, ABD, Kele, Mini, O, Piri, City, Ubi, Wisi. Is it very complicated, but it's very nice. If you know all those things. There's the words we also call Agbeva, Agbeva, Agbeva. What does English people call it? I know in English we have it, but we have it. We call it in English. It's called double, double consonant, consonant, double consonant. Meaning, I know some people don't understand what I'm saying, like this double consonant, because we don't use it in English, but we use it in Edo language. So it's called, for example, out of pronounce, you see these words here, and maybe we have seven like that. Let me write it. One, two, three, four, five, I said seven. It's more than seven, right? Yes, it's almost more than seven. Four, five, mhm. So let me use this to make this sentence. Let me use this somewhere here. For example, if you see words like this, pronounce as good, good. This one is ha, ha, ha. This one is ba, ba, ba. This one is ra, ha, 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 ra. This one is ra. This one is ha, ha. This one is ba. This one is me, me, me. This one is me, me. This one is re, re, re. You see? In consequence, are free, but it's also nice. For example, how to use this one? You see? There are many ways you can use this one. You can use it added to words, or you can use it as a symbol. Let me, for example, now say B, B. But if you have A to it, number we call A is, sorry, it means a B. That A means, yeah, means body, body, your body. A B, a B, a B, a B. You see? What about this one? This one here. What about this one here? Oh, no, let me change to this direction. Stop it. It's simply called body. Body. Yeah, that is a big. So, what about this? I say, let me use it. But if you want to use it for it, I say, I put something at the down. It simply means time. Time. Which is without mean a big mean time. That's it. Way out of time. So, what about this? If I say, it says something like this. Hmm? You can also use it. So, back, it means one. But in Edo, one does not mean one to say one, two, three, but you can say one in a different way. So in other times, I can also use the one, two, three here. But this one is upper, it means one, one. I have to say this one. Mm-hmm. You can also use it like this. A, A, A means sun, suns, like suns on the ground, like heads, or consolid, or suns, we also call it soil, or sun is basically good for building of house. So what about this one? We, you can use it this way. This one has a lot of words. It has a lot of meaning. We, we, or don't use it like this, also use it like this. Men, also use it like this when, you see, I say, a, Vin, 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 Vin. Kisley, I see you. What guy? Long time, man. I greet you. This is Anado Pigeon. If you are just coming in, if you are not subscribed before, try to subscribe. Normally, I do teach Pidgin. I do teach Pidgin English, but today I just decided to teach do a case of maybe for us that live in the diaspora, maybe of this of our children that lives in diaspora that are not born in Nigeria or in Edo to be precise, they can also have access to how to speak this indigenous language. So it's very important for everyone to teach their children how to speak their own local language or yeah, because this one will also identify the kind of person you are. Not that you said, oh, well, yeah, my brother and my sisters, this is very important. But yeah, but you make something a lot, you can speak it, you can use it to communicate with the child. So I think it's very it's very easy. So if you want to listen to the way I started at the beginning, I use listen to starting at the beginning like Bogia, Bowie, Bogie, Wakoyo, many good morning, good afternoon, good evening, something like that. That is what I used to 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 start the teaching. But I will also be uploading any other language or pidgin English. Normally I just to teach pidgin English. I will also still continue to be uploading those videos because like I said, I'm going to be teaching what I know best. So not only pidgin, using some robots that I also learned. So I can also teach people the similarity between Edo, Urobo, Igbo, something like that. Like the language I know most, I can also use it. So my team, my team, my own team. Does that to belong to me? Even even no. What about this one? You can say who, where, do. See, that is how to say who, I have to be here. You want to say who, where, do. Many, yeah, I'm sorry. Who, where, who, we. But if you want to use for you can say who, where, do. Many, why, this child, a do child, a do child. If you want to also say Ovi Ostra, Ovi Robo, it's always Ovi Ostra child. People from this place, So what about this? Was you see, a situation like this. Mhm. You see, if you put this one out it, it means this one is era, era. I'm sorry, A is here. Era, man. Era, man. You really, my dad or my father. You see, guys, let me on the road, So it's very simple, like this ABC access. Once I let me come back again, we say A, B, D, A, F, G. I, I, Kele, Mini, O, or P, D, C, T, U, P, P, E, C. You see, those days we used to play like a child, when my mother used to teach us those words. It's just like, oh wow, it's too amazing. You see, it's too amazing to learn those days because when you learn it, they also speak it to you. Hey, Jason, welcome. Previously, I've talked about something about how to read. If you are just coming in, let me also introduce to you. This is a language. Previously, I talked about how to read in Benin, Obogian, Obobie, Obalva, Wakoyo, other stuff. So now I'm teaching the ABCD. In this words, why I use this word double consonants. English does not have this word, but I don't have it. Also, some words in Arabic also have it, and also some words also maybe I don't know. I forgot the but I believe mostly Nigeria's language they have this language. Like the we have this one, we also have it as I know people. So this double consonant is this one is big, big, ba, ha, ri, ri, la. That is how it sounds. If you say anything like this, it sounds like that. But if you want to use it fully, you say be, re, re, ba, ha, re, ri, era. If you can say ra or era, again, but if you want to use it fully, it's a be, it means my body. A be, sorry for this to collide inside, but it's G is there. Body mean a be. This is every mean time. Time means this period that we are in an animal, and there is time or period, you know. So what about this? Opa, don't forget, this is all. We have the double O like this. They call one O, they call one O. But normally in English, this in English alphabet, they don't have it. But if you see something like they said, just know that it's like this. You cannot use this word as like this because we value this word more than this word. That is why we call it urban, means king. But normally, those computer, this technology, they don't have those words. But in the written, we still have those words. They are still there. What about this? Eh? You can still say, you see, they are not, they are different. This one is as, meaning, sorry guys, river. You see, as means river. I know that those words are really important, maybe for us that live in the diaspora, especially even including our children, because guys, it's something we have to be doing. It's something we all need to be doing just to teach the children how to speak Edo. If you can go along and teach them like this, how to also write it is very important. It's very, very important. For me, I will try my best to also teach my children how to write it because that's how my mom teach me as well. Because my mom was an Edo teacher. So that is where I learned from. So I don't need to think about go to the old books, but I still also do research to also refresh my memory. But this one is just very easy to go for. It's very amazing. So this double consonant, English does not have it just like I said before. It's just Edo that has this words and many parts in Africa and also Asia and also I think maybe South America. But this is not in English. So if you don't know how to read Edo, let me read it for you again. A B D E F G H I K L M N O O P R C T U V W Z. You see, I know. You say, oh, yeah, I know. Well, nobody know how to speak this. There are people that know how to speak it. In my next video, I'm going to teach how to write one, two, three, one, two, three. I will also write it in Nogo. I will also write it in Mission to see the similarity. And I'm going to teach a lot of things in Edo, and also going to teach a lot of things in Ishan and Nogo. Because those languages I'm familiar with them. So I think maybe it's something we need to be doing. But I'm going to be mixing everything together. Even the paging, I'm going to be dropping it all the time consistently. Guys, stay tuned to my channel. I'm going to be giving you updates of this Edo. But in case if you have any questions or anything you want to ask, don't hesitate, guys, to just write to me and say, okay, just put it on the comment below, say something, just write something and say, okay. Which, those days we used to say something like, we call it Oha story, Ohedu. We used to say it. There are many things. We call it, there's something we normally do, Ibota, evening picnic. We have normally have it those days. So before you sleep, you have to learn something because there was no television. I think television was so expensive. Even when I was growing, we have black and white, but not everybody has it. We just say story to make ourselves feel good, not to feel lonely, not to feel idle. So as well language is also something we have to learn, have to say it. We don't have, you see what we have here? We don't have C. No. You see, RPD, what we have, we don't have ABC, not ABCs. We don't have ABCs. We have RPD, not ABCD, EFGH, no. RBD, F, G, E, K, L, M, N, O, O, P, R, C, T, U, V, W, E, E, Z. You see? Z. That is what I know English also call this as Z, but in a no Z. This one is V, V, W, this one is K, this one is L, this one is V, V, O, or P, R, R, this one is R, C, T, U, V, W. Don't be confused, guys. This one is the capital letter. We also have the small letter, the small letter alphabet. So, guys, I believe with this we can communicate very well. Like for example, I will also say I can also play this, but I don't do the time for that. So that I will also teach another section. I don't want to teach all of them one day because we still have time to discuss, we still have time to write it. I still have a lot to write it next time. So let me proceed to next time, not just say a lot, but we can have a brief conversation. Like I said before, the population have exceeded 10 million. People that live, those that live in diaspora is about 5 million above. Also, the one that lives in Nigeria is also about 5 million above. So it's going to 11 million of recent. To continue to my channel. It's very important to speak this language, our indigenous language, so that we people will know that we are from this place. What about, for example, when we take our children back to Africa? Say, okay, how to communicate? I know that it's not a big deal because they speak English, but it's so good. It feels good when they understand even the other ones speaks to them. It makes us feel alive. It makes us feel that we don't lose anything. But if you, for example, you just teach your children English and you forget about your own dialect, it's just like it's not that complete, really. I know that this word is nothing is complete, but it's good for we. to learn our indigenous language, also to learn to also teach to our children. So if you can recite it again, just like I said, let's recite everything again. As let's go again as normally do it at the first time. Said A B C A B D E F E G G D K L M N O O P R C T U V W Z U V W Z. Don't forget. You see? So it's something very this double consonant is something we have to also have in our minds. In case if you see something that this starts, this one starts, it starts like this, it starts like this. Like this one, you can also change it like say, some people will say, Amy, Usahimene, Usahen, many words that is linked to this word is very important. Uviedo, this one is really, this one is really, this one is ha, this one is ba, this one is ha, this one is big, 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 or Bermudia. You see, this B has to make it the sound change. It doesn't have to, if you doesn't put this G, make it a bit Bermudia. But because of this G here, you have to say Bermudia. Because of this one, we said A, ha, to. Eh? But for this here, we can also say here. We can also change this word many. This word make it change. Ha, ha. If something like this here is just like not of jam. This one is ba, ba. You see, ba, 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 ba. You know, anything you see, ba, ba, you know how to use the words. Ba, 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 you know, like this one, ha, 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 ha. You can also use this again. You see, it depends. Again. You see, this one is me. You can, but if you say, if, if you, the me have to be correct, it's like this. For example, people say, Osare me, that, right? Osayo mori, or Osayo mori. So your mori is not like this. But if you say, Osai, anything me, or when, or one, or more, or managbon, Osamoyi, all those things. You have to put something like this. Now, if you want to say more, you have to put more. Osa, more. If you want to say more, this is more. You see? You see? This language is somehow. Hmm? Osahe, Vida is like this. You put I, Osahe, you can use it in many words. Yelive, Iyeve, you can say, after you say Iyeve, for example, you say Iyeve. See? I'm sorry, let me back to you guys. My mom. Iyeve is my mom. But this is the full name. Iyeve. Hmm? So let me create some podcasts so that I can also use that word. Just a minute. Come here. So Spelling of your names are also really important for us. Hmm? Like, who is that? Okay, people, okay, I wanted to use some last name to take an example. For example, you say, Usa, Usa, Usahen, He, Ru, Me, Usahen, Ruwe. You see? Usa, He, Ruwe. Yeah? So it's like that. Usahen, Ruwe. God hear my prayer. God hear my prayer. So I also say, Osa, Mo, Osamoyi, Osamoyi. You see? You mean God has respect. We also say, Osa, Ye, Ren, Re. Meaning, this name we normally gives in the meaning God remember me. So this that words here, it have a lot of meaning. You can use it. What about Osahemi? This Osahemi that is two form. You can also say O S Osa Re Me that there are some words people that come from other parts of the world also say Osa Re Me that. You see? We'll say Osahemi that. Let me practice it. You guys have to say it, guys. Very compulsory for everyone to know how to read and write in own language. Not somebody, you learn somebody language and you cannot even speak your language. Or you cannot even say words in your language, which is not really, doesn't make someone feel good. It's because I just think the ball that is why it doesn't show very well. That's why I'm really trying to color it in the way you say it. Yes, yes. It's just like you go to what to say. Usahe, it's like it's not that so close because of. I'm sorry, guys, because I was in haste. I want you guys to say something for yourself. That is why I just do it. I'm sorry. Usahe, where? Hmm. You see, this is Usahe, not Usahe, no. Usahe, this N. Usahe, you see the way that this Usahe, right? You see? Okay, this one is Osa, Moi, Osa, Ye, Re, Osa, Re, Winda, or Osa, He, Winda. Meaning, It's just that is the abbreviation. Osahemi, that means Osahemi non tare means God knows my desire. You know? So this one means Osahemi God remember me. Osamoyi, God has respect to God. Meaning Osahemi, God hear my prayer. Or Osahemi, you can also abbreviate it and say Osahemi, God hears prayer. You see? So that's how it is, guys. There are many things we can learn, like Osamoye, Osamoye, many names of Edo that you can really grasp up. Because if you continue knowing Edo words, you will feel more comfortable speaking Edo with your own people. Writing it in letter, not just in English. You can also write some Edo words in English. Even though you don't put this word here or a, we understand that immediately when you say, oh yeah, we are here, all those words, how to write it. You know how to do it, guys. If you don't know it, it's also people who also learn from you. But yeah, we are in a way now where all those words, why you man not the right way, I already I don't mean you don't need to speak a typical Benin. You have to speak the simplified one, just like the one we are speaking in this our modern era. So you don't need to say many words. You know, if you say we should speak a lot of Benin grammar, I think everything will be complicated. You don't need to speak. Not all English words are also useful today. Even some English words are very old. You know, so they don't use many words in English anymore. Also, I know this is a simplified one. I believe you guys also follow up with this simplified do. So it's for we all guys. I believe when time comes, I will also teach you about the letter, how to write a letter in Benin. And I'm don't forget, guys, I'll still I'm still gonna teach you about some parts of Robo, some part of Robo words, not all guys, and also Asian, and also I'm gonna also teach some part in Igbo. But I know Yoruba a little bit, but I think many people know that one. It's very common. It's very easy. So I know this language that I'm talking about. They are difficult. Mostly I came from the south of Nigeria. So I know sometimes our language is very difficult for us to communicate to people and to really have a conversation. Even we cannot even write our language. Sometimes I feel pity for myself. Sometimes I say, wow, it's not really you're going to talk to your people that come from your place. You cannot even write and say, Roger, am I hidden? You know, tell him that I'm coming. I'll come tomorrow. And if he who is that, we don't know how to say it. Even the grammars in Benin, in Edo language, I don't think even English has it. Because grammar Edo has a lot of words that you can speak, the the English, the Benin you will use, even when the old man see you, they will say, uh, uh, who is this? Who is this child? Where are you from? Like, for example, you can say, I don't know if you can know this word. They say, "Emi gege di dawoyi." Emi gege di dawoyi. You see, it's a Benin grammar and it's also a proverb. But maybe if you are having a conversation with an elder, you can say, "Ipa, where the ikawarema? Mama ne biwa, everywhere leave no sunu na. Emi gege di dawoyi." You mean something don't happen something happen in occurrence sometimes. Something does not happen without cause of there must be a cause. There must be a line that this thing is coming from. So immediately did that way. You mean? So that is why I said if you continue staying to my channel, I'm going to bring everything out. You will learn a lot in your language. You will learn what you have never learned before. You do wait to know where to. But up no edo no horeda. Hey ma wema. Hey ya gadi la gani ya gani ma. So that no that we maybe yet do make it let you as said we no keki. Ma make na ya maybe. Ma make na ya one. Ma make na ya Chima Wabiti, and Chima, I see is the two. Awe were here, awe, and where's the two Ema Wezedo or Emanirowa in Wezedo. What does this mean? It's also good for you to have this Edo in your head so that you can communicate with the people, with your loved ones in Africa or in Edo or even with a friend. Not every word you have to be saying loudly in pidgin or in also other language. Like for example, if you go to many places now, they speak their language. That is why I like Asia country. When they even when they are church is here, they still speak their language. We have to take it serious. It's something we have to learn. Teach our children how to do it, how everything goes. I think, guys, with this new generation, we have a lot of brains. We have brains. We can learn all everything. When you born a child, the child can automatically learn hundreds language at, at a time. It doesn't mean that you said, "Oh, if I speak this to my child, they won't understand this anymore." That is not true. If you speak this to your child, he will definitely understand you. He will know that this is you. For my child now, if I want to call my child, when I speak English, I speak Benin. Even my child come to me more when I speak Benin. When I say Larry, they will become me. But when I say come here, they will not understand me. But when I speak that word Larry, you see, that is how it is. It's normal, guys. It's good for us to be thinking about how we can create something out from our language, how we can also let people know our language, and also applaud those people that are willing to learn this language, even though it's not their language. At least have some conversation with it, or have some words with it that you can also use to greet your friend. If you speak language, you will also if you speak someone's language, you become that person's friend. 50% will become that person's friend. You that person will become tight, even though you don't speak all. Just speak some. For example, an Yoruba man or Yoruba man is not too far from me. Or for example, an Igbo man or an Hausa man speak with him. Oh, you or Edo, you'll be surprised and say, oh, this guy is not far from me, so he knows me very well. Will not be scared of the person anymore. So that is how it is also when it comes to the Western world. When we speak their language, they will not see us much different than before. But if we don't learn, if we don't speak their language, they see us far more different because we don't understand anything about them. We don't understand anything about their culture. What about from Edo now, for example, when you want to greet an elder or someone that's senior you more than 2 years, you have to portray a little bit, almost, or call you, or call madam, ipadomo, any like that. But for example, if you want to greet your mother, maybe for example you have your own dialect of greeting. Yeah, it's true. Edo language is not too easy, but since if for example you have the time, what I understand about language is about you having the time to learn it. If you have the time to learn it, it's great that time. Why many people don't learn the language is about it's like, for example, you will say we don't use it as an official language in Nigeria, or there's no part to use it as an official language. But it's true. But it's still good for us to preserve that heritage. If we said you leave it, this one leave it, before now to 10 years or 15 years, nobody will be speaking it anymore. So that language will be totally cancelled. So it's also good for us to speak the language, even to our children, to our upcoming. See if you can speak it, why can't you teach your child how to speak it? You think it's a local language? No, not at all. Even the local language is very good to have a good conversation of local language. It makes you feel the person you are. You don't have to run from where you come from or deny where you come from because of you want to see yourself to be another person. No, you are who you are. Even though when you come to Europe or you come to other place, you have the nationality. My sister or my brother, you are still bloody where you come from. That blood cannot change. You are bloodly where you come from. Maybe where you spend up to 18 years or 17 years before you come to Europe, or you're still bloody that person. Just like in Italy, they said, quando Like one man said in Italy, said, quando tu sei in Italia, tu devi parlare italiano, ma tu nato in Italia, ma tu sei tuo paesano, tu non sei Italiano, or tu non sei Italiana. What does that mean? Even though you were born in in that country, you are still where you come from. What about some people ask you, for example, you said, "What? Where are you from?" You said, "I'm from Austria or I'm from Italy." But it asks you, "Where are you originally from?" That is the original that is in you. The other one is just national. The original word that is in you is where you come from. If you don't really speak that language from where you come from, it means that you are losing out, guys. It's really good for us to have this in mind. To also encourage ourselves. Just like my student brothers, they were born in the 90s. They don't know how to speak the language very well. For me, I feel bad. I feel bad because it's not something that is really encouraging or that is really good to hear that someone that comes from this place doesn't know how to speak their language. Even this language is written. It's written in our daily basis. It's written even the still learning some part in school these days. Because the time I was going to school, they teach it at school. But when I was going to school, my mother was also an Edo teacher. So with that, I cannot forget any words. Maybe for example, I have homework in Edo. I have to go and meet my mom. I have to go and meet my mom. Yeah, just look. Well, look at what I have in Edo. They said, okay, you will even teach me more than that teacher. Even when I got there, maybe an assignment, or they just bring me as an example to speak Edo. Like for example, all those what we call tumbler or not tumbler. We don't have anything like tumbler. Kalaka, glass is kalaka. Ukeke is pen or marker. Anything that is written with something is called ukeke. Anything that is, there are many things. That is why I said I'm going to teach you guys, or I'm going to share with you guys a lot of things that we all understand, or maybe we all hear before, but we don't know how to use it. There are many words. For example, if you want to say uh, uh, a car, we have a word for car. We have a word for a lot of things, even animals. I know more animals name more than in Edo more than the way I know it in English. Believe me, I must be the fact because English is not my language, it's just a borrowed language. So this Edo is my native language. This is what you can say is your native language. You cannot be an Englishman. There's no way you can be an Englishman since you were born and raised up in Africa, or your child is also Africa, half African in age. We must also describe as people that come from that place. You cannot run from there because it's our ancestral home. So, guys, I encourage you to join me another time when I'm having this uh, lesson again. I'll be having it maybe once a week, but I will also be mixing it up with pidgin, Urobos. But this Edo particularly, I will be having it once a week. Once a week, maybe being on life like this, it's also a good way to teach this language. Edo language. I'm excited that you guys is online with me. I so much appreciate you guys. Kingsley Mandela. I really so much appreciate you, and also Jessica, my lovely sister. I appreciate you. Hey, my Africa queen, Linda. I so much appreciate you guys. Without you, I don't think this thing would have gone more better than this. Hey, Jenny, you're coming up. Hello, yeah. Jenny, uh, I'm about to round up, but I can also brief you a little bit of what we are trying to teach, what we are trying to share. I know you will understand every bit of what I'm trying to teach. The previous one that I teach before this one, we talked about how to speak, how to greet in Edo, like Domo, Oye, no, not Oye, Bowie, Bava, all those stuff, how to write it and how it is written. But without not leaving you out, I will also try to read this. do ABD with you so that you can have the clue in how Edo ABD is written. We don't call it ABCD. We don't call it ABCs. We call it ABD. So ABD here is also said then ABD. The, if you don't see dot in the down, it's A. This one is A. I know this does they don't write it, but if they don't write it in every word, but it's A. This one is P, B, E, E, K, L, M, N, O, O, P, R, C, T, O, V, V, E, Z. You see? So we have all those words in yeah, thank you, Jimmy. Yeah, it's really important for us to know this word because sometimes you don't even know how to say ABC in your language, but knowing it this way is really important. So I believe we will learn something more. We will learn something more. But those double consonants, we don't have it in English. We have it in video in Edo. Those great, but I have a lot, but I'll come to some parts from it this way. They have you can also use it the way you will use it and what does it mean in English. So this one here is about how to say Usahelu, Usahelu, how to use many, how to use correct. Is it finished? No, I just put it on partner. How to say Usahelu, Usahelu, Usamoyi, Usahelu, Usahenita or Usahenita. People from the Korean, they said it like this. People from Umode, they said it like this and Ovia. But for me, I prefer this because this is for me. This is what I did. I prefer Osahenita. That is the really correct word. This one is, in Edo, we have Edo, we have General Edo, we have Minor Edo. But for me, I prefer like this. Some people say like this, but for me, I take this one. You can say it like this, but it's still the same thing. But it doesn't, it means the same thing, meaning God knows my desire. So it's how it is, there are many things, how to use this. I bring out this words, how to use it. This me, you can use it when, me, one, even Usato and me, it's like this. O, sa, to, a, right? You see? Very simple. Usato and me, many words. We have them all in Benin. We have this one is how to write the Benin. All those words, man, like Amasu woman. So Amasu woman is written like this. People pronounce it as Amas. Everybody here also here. Yeah. A ma ama so wo. You see? That is another form. I'm coming. It doesn't show very well, but I'm coming. Let me because of I just training now. So So we say this is I'm so warm. I'm so warm. I'm in a year or I'm in a boy. It's just something like a proverb. If you are not close to someone, you will not know how the person behaves or what kind of how is the quest. So that is how it is. So you can use this man or me or we. This is man. This is me. Like this. This is man. This is me. This is man. This is me. This is one. You see, you are learning emotion. This is also me. Yes, for example, you said, "Yeah, this is my mom." Hmm? You see, my mom. You see, this one is the also say when is my my, but this is my. If you say it in English, but you put it first. You see, all women, all women. This that is mine. But if you want to see when, it be when, mm-hmm, all women no. Hmm? Hmm? All women no. You see, anything when like that is just like this. MWEN. Man. So Edo names are not really difficult the way people say it. If you know how to write and read the alphabet of the Edo words, there is also one called Ra. Ra, Ba, as I said here. You can also use this today. You can also use it like you put dots in the heart, in the dog. This one's the hair. Meaning hair. Time. Brain, brain, you can pronounce it like this. A brain, meaning body. Ba, or, oh, yeah, is here. Or ba, meaning one. You know, in a do, it doesn't mean how to say one, two, three in a do. It doesn't. That one is specifically different when you want to say something. Your partner. But if you want to say one, two, three in a do, it's owo. That is one. Owo, eva, eha, ene, ise, eha, 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 like that. Continuously, war, eva. You know, continuously. Just like we also have it to 40, 100. In case you give January like that. You give it, and there are many ways to say it. That is why I said if you continue being online like this, having time like this, we will learn a lot of words in a group. Like, for example, you still have any words maybe to share or how to say it in a do, how to write it in a do, you can also put it down. I will bring everything out like this. It's very simple. Edo is my first language, not English. Pidgin is second, and English is also second. Pidgin and English, they are like this. But Edo is the root. That is why I said even some words in Edo, I know it more in Edo mother English. For example, the animals. I know how to the name of animals in English in Edo more than the way it sounds in English. You know, like for example, I know there are many words you can say in Edo that you cannot even say in English. There are many words that I know for me in Edo that I don't think English even have it. Just like this double consonant. English does not have it, but I don't have it. Edo was a very unique language before. So I know some of our people they also have similar with Edo, but some of Urhobo they have good morning, good evening, but they use this word mostly. Migwo, Migwo, Migwo in every word. But in Edo, we differentiate it. We use it differently. We don't use any single words. There are every words that connect to there are each word that connect to every any word you want to speak. So Edo language is just like English language. It's very unique. When you know how to speak Edo, it's not like why can't this language be an official language? You know, why can't this language be an official language? But still, Edo is unique. It's also good for we that came from maybe that part, or even not even only we that's come from that part, even other people. They can just test you in Edo. Hello, Waye, Wakede, Bosunu Vidia, where is he? All those stuff. Oh, are you Wamea? You really come to my house? Where are you eating? You know, something like that. We should know how to speak those words. I know it's difficult sometimes. It's not that easy, but I believe if you put a lot of effort, I think this thing is very simple. Those words are very, very simple, and it's just like the way you speak English or the way you speak other language that you have maybe a degree of. So I don't also have much. I also have grammars in Edo. We have a lot of grammars, a lot. Even if you go to somebody like, I know that it's not well educated in English, like Akoberian, he speaks good Edo. Speak good Edo. If, for example, if for example, Edo was an official language, he would have been a professor in Edo. The way he speak, but I don't know if you know how to write. But I don't know if because some people grow up with the old people, they know how to speak it very well, but not that they know how to speak how to write it. But for we now, we will have the knowledge of how to write it and how to speak it and how we can use it. If you see some word that hard together, you know how to pronounce it. So it's just how we should be doing. I have so much appreciate you guys coming to online, coming to this join me on online. If you're just coming in, if you're not subscribed before, try to hit the notification, the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and also comment. Say something that you know that I need to improve on, or if you know that I need to also do it like this or that way around, or any way you want, because it's the way you go, I will go. Because if the way you will enjoy it most, I will also bring it out. I know that not that all of you guys need it, but you just need to support. I so much appreciate you. It's been a nice one talking and also explaining much about Edo language, which is my own native language. It's a proud thing to me to say I have this time to teach Edo language. So I'm very happy and very glad with every one of you that comes up to support, to watch this Edo language. Next time we will have also the same Edo language like this. But I don't probably know the time that it will be. But before then, I will also write it on my big board, on my uh, on my on my YouTube, so that you can also get the alert of the time. Maybe a day or 3 days before, I will just write it there. Join me so time, so time, so time. So, guys, I so much appreciate you for supporting me. Jessica, Jennifer, Caitlin, Linda, you are all wonderful ones. I so much appreciate you for the support. Next time, we'll also come back here again. Maybe it can be Pidgin, it can be, if I want to teach another language like Robo, you know that I'm going to teach English. I'm going to use English to explain it, and I have to teach three of them at the same. Like, for example, Edo, Robo, Asian. Meaning, what I'm going to teach specifically in Edo and Asian is how to call or and the numbers, how to use words, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like that to say, come here, where you come, where you come from. So this is just the beginning of the Edo lesson. So we are going to enjoy more if you have that time. I believe you will have that time, and also invite me if you also have any live video that you are going to make. I'm also going to support you because that is how we can become a grown people. That is how we can grow from exceed from the number we have and come to the number we want to be. I so much appreciate you guys for your efforts. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye.